Let's see how this one went. Cezary takes white, Milena takes black, and she starts with Tengen, so she's back to her favorite opening. White pushes. White was afraid to play a pincer because black has already a stone in the center, which will help in any fight. So instead, white tries to not let black make a moyo by creating a wall by himself. And then this continuation is not really recommended because it takes away white's liberty, and it's all right for black to simply capture that stone. So when your opponent plays like this, just capture that stone. You get a very strong shape, and that's true that your opponent can capture your stones with this move. But there is a lot of agi left. You go like this, go like that, and then you can try to run out. Unfortunately, white can play here and then descend. And well, black can try, but black dies. However, with all these moves possible, any move like that will threaten to pull out the stones. So after that move, if white doesn't protect the shape, if white does not protect the shape, then black can go out. And well, white will not capture black stones unless white tries this ko. So yeah, maybe there is a possibility in ko. In fact, black cannot use this tesuji because everything will die together, but it's dead. And it's worth noting that the group of white in the corner is already completely alive. So it's a very interesting variation, but yeah. Anyway, any move on the side is basically center. White needs to play from that side, and it's already enough of a compensation for black. But in the game, black didn't want to give that to white, so connected from this side, but then white can play this nose tesuji, well played. And then black cut, which is a brave move, but also good. Black has supporting stones, so black can cut. Another option would be, of course, to crawl, and white would play away. Then white plays Atari in center, jumps, black goes up, and then white also jumps. Good. Also another good direction of play would be to go here. Maybe white is afraid of black emphasizing the center of the board, but come on, it's not a big issue yet. We can simply shoulder hit on the 3 point, and yeah, that's it. Jump is all right. Black also jumped, and then white builds a base. And then white played peep and that move, which looked all good, but in fact white should have played here. And this one was risky, which Cezary didn't think of for a moment. Cezary thought that Milena will simply play from the corner, he will connect, have a base, and then, well, black can emphasize the center, but then we can play the shoulder hit. But Milena played this peep, very well found. White connected, white needs to, otherwise it's really bad for white. White connected, and then black needs to continue. Black continued like this. Another possibility was like that. It is difficult to choose between these moves, but if we are ready to let white connect, which we are, then probably we should choose the other move. Though, well, it's all difficult choice because that group of white is so thin, but the other group is also thin, and this group of black is thin, the corner is thin, and we need to decide what is bigger, what is smaller. If we can play now in the corner, what will black do? Here, risky for black, so maybe rather black plays here. Maybe we take the corner and go for an exchange, and this is very difficult to judge. In the game, white simply played this one and let black enclose that corner. Luckily, it's still possible to live in the corner, but the group in the center is still very thin, white's group in the center. So it's not a good result for white. Black connected everything, white is split. So maybe white should play like this, but it's of course also very scary. So in the game, white played like that, and then white tries to somehow use what white got and split black. Well, white managed to get something in the center. Why did black not play from the other side? White was apparently afraid of this play of white. Well, maybe this was reasonable, yes. But then white manages to make life, and black gets this turn, which is very, very big. I don't really understand this next move of black. I think that even a move here is more important than a move there. So, for example, black plays here and white plays that shoulder hit. Anyway, black's group on the side is quite strong, and black controls the center of the board and the bottom side. But we can also tenuki now, and tenuki where black did tenuki afterwards. Yes, this was a big move. White played very actively here, splitting black stones, but also strengthening black. Black is a bit afraid. Yes, I see. But then manages to make a group, build a group. Yeah, all good. Of course, it would be better if we can connect the stones, but it's not very clear, though I think it's possible to play like this. Even if we don't connect, at least our opponent is split as well, so should be better. Then white is much thinner everywhere, and yeah, the game looks a bit bad for white with this group being cut off. So this was a bit too submissive by black to not try to enclose white. Kick, push. This is a big move, but black decided that she doesn't have time. Yes. This was interesting. What happened now? White plays such a move, threatening to take away black's eyes, and black finds this switch. If now white plays like that, then black can continue. And all right, black needs to go back and live. But what black got is this possibility, which means that now any move like that will be certainly gotta, because white needs to play another move, and it's not clear if it now puts pressure on black's group. So first of all, black becomes very strong. Second of all, black might even think of a move like this, because there is a cut, right? So white answers, and then maybe like that, and maybe try to attack the whole group of white, but probably white has more liberties. But still, it's possible to cut off the group of white afterwards. So this is the continuation, and white answered like that, but then black can still play the same. It's absolutely the same. By the way, white cannot play from the other side because then black lives in center, so this is not what white wanted. So, but black played another move. And then black takes away a few points of white, but finishes in Gotham. So not sure if it was worth it. White gets center and plays very good moves here, taking a big territory. Now it feels so much needed to go down, but it's scary because if white plays here, then will we have two eyes? Well, it's a very important question. If we can answer positively to it, then we should really play like this. So for example, here we can simply play Atari and go like that, and white cannot do much. So in fact, with that Hane, probably black is safe, but white will still fight. But on the other hand, black will manage to build a group on the bottom. So it is really useful to play this descent. But in the game, black played that one, which gives white potentially many more points on the bottom. Then white continued like that, which is a big move. But does black need to answer? Black did in the game. But if we don't need to, then we really shouldn't. Really, we shouldn't answer. It's a very important life and death problem, and we need to solve it. Otherwise, we will make a big mistake if we fail to solve it properly. And it seems not too complicated in the end. This must be a good start, because why would this be a better start? It only gives black more space. So white plays here, black connects, here, and black simply answers with the most natural moves. And to that move, black can answer here, but black can answer there as well, and simply make two eyes. So it's really not too complicated, and black is alive here. But black answered, which is of course worth something, a few points, but there are much bigger moves on the board. So now white attacks black, and white should be better in this game after this shoulder hit, and later I believe this move, white has already like 45 points, 55, 63, 70, and black has only 10, 20, maybe 25, 35, 40, and where is 70? So yes, black has more potential. Black can play, for example, like this and claim a lot of points on the side, but still it won't be additional 30 points, for sure not. So white is much better now in the game. Plays this move, I don't really understand that one. It's much more around here. Black can maybe even invade like this. Black doesn't need to stay connected, I think. Black instead plays like that, trying to split white. And apparently, this very aggressive play was the correct thing to do. Milena played it, and Cezary got confused by it. So at this point, it all seems still fine, because white can simply go through and cut, yes, and stay connected, very importantly. But after this move, yeah, Cezary could have simply descended, and all this group is connected, alive, and black, well, black is a bit reduced in the corner, and most importantly, white got a very strong shape in the center. White is very good in this game, but at this point, the position got a bit complicated, and Cezary made a mistake. He decided to go for more, to attack black's corner completely unnecessarily, we need to say. And then instead of capturing black stone, white stone, Milena connected, very strong move. And now it becomes more exciting. White can connect, but then accepts a significant loss on the left side, and then maybe still needs to live with the big dragon, though no, it's not really necessary. The big dragon has very easily an eye on the top, right? White can play like this and like that. So this is already one eye. So it should be very easy to create the second eye. But white now didn't connect. Instead, white was a bit concerned about the left side. And then he was again concerned about the group. Again, probably unnecessarily, because of what we shown. That we can create an eye in center there, and then it shouldn't be too difficult to create another eye. Just by this Atari, sorry. Just by Atari here, and then there, and then we should be able to manage. But white added a move, and then it became a bit different, because now white dies in the corner. Actually, black should play here, but black played there. And then white thought that it still gives a possibility to play a ko. So white started a ko, but apparently this was a misjudgment, miscalculation. Black can simply play from the other side, and there is no ko. So white lost the stones on the bottom with no compensation. And this means that black got a lot of points which black didn't have, and still white didn't get much compensation. White now struggles to make life here. Here white also struggled, and all the bottom side is not as much white as it used to be because of how strong black got. So white got a terrible result in all this fight. But if white only knew that the game is still all right, then white would play here. And then if black plays there, then black dies. So black needs to go here, but this means that white can save the corner, still get the point in the corner and give away only a few stones. So like this, it would be still a good game for Cezary, but instead he chose a ko. Even if it was a ko, it would not necessarily be better than the other variation, but it was in fact not a ko. So white died, then black still attacked the group. And at this point, black certainly has an advantage. We can easily count points that black is good. But when you get an advantage, don't start play these passive moves. If you can play further, then play further. Of course, this move is possible. Of course it is. There is no way white cuts off that stone. No way, simply no way. Very easy. And like this, white will have many less points. And like this, black's advantage would be undeniable, undiscussable, or however you want. Yeah, this is a good center endgame for black. But black started to play these passive moves like this one, and then gave white many more points than white actually deserved. So then the game became a bit closer. Then again, white didn't play a big move around here, and black managed to cut through. And then an interesting moment of this game, black could have played like this and finished the game by cutting off white stones, but both players missed it. So white didn't protect the shape in the first place, and then black didn't cut it off. But luckily for black, still there is a little bit of an advantage, and black won this game. So this is not one of the unfortunate games from season 28. By the way, why here and not there? 1 point difference. But yeah, black eventually wins the game, but it could have been, like in the end, I think it was a 2-point advantage, something close, but it could have been not close if black went further. It would be a very easy win by black then. Yeah, so in the end, Cezary loses this game, but there were times when Cezary was very good around here. The game was very good for white, and here white had this very simple move to finish the game, basically. Yeah, so that's it. This was round 3, Group A, and we have one more game from round 3 from Group A. So let's move to that one.